Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode, the Compliments Wrap-Up episode of the Dice that Bind Us for episode 71. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't even write it on this session, but yeah, it's 71.
71. Crush it. Lots of fun this week. We're back in on like normal characters. It was just fun and happy conversations all around for everybody. It was a good time. Good times were had by all. So, who wants to go first?
Dibs.
Oh, damn.
Got it. Easy. I'll go fast. And actually mine is for Zach. I really like the small intimidation, like flare up the tumult transformation with the Dianthos though. Like denying the aspect question, just like I really like that. That was a nice touch. And I mean the whole conversation with Lysander and Dianthos, like beautiful. Like very well done.
I was so anxious because Alex, as a person, is smarter than me. So those are always stressful.
It was just great. Like Garagag took a back seat for the most part, but even like just kind of like chiming in here and there, and then even texting in like the Zoom chat. Like I really want to kill him right now, but showing that restraint. Proud of you, buddy.
I was staying out of it. I'm like, I'm just gonna kill this guy if I get in here.
Yeah, you went way backseat. It was like, I'm gonna bad cop it. And then you're just like standing there silently, and I was like, Coda, sir.
Yeah.
Like just well done all around. Thank you for that. For Juliana, I just like chilling in the bed and Big Hick's hands. Like it just don't know why I didn't think about that before. Like he can just carry me around all the time.
Ellie's become such a fucking princess.
She has. And it's great. I'm enjoying it. Let's popcorn it to August.
I'm gonna shout out, compliment Garagak, Coda, because you had some big brain stuff and you had some deep pulls, and you do it all the time. And I love it when you do it because you just manage to remember stuff that we've forgotten, even if we're checking our notes, and you pull things, and it's just wonderful. And I love that about you. And I think you do an amazing job playing this game. So thank you for being with us. For myself, I won't say it. However, I was a background character today. And I did try to pull some sneaky fun stuff, but it didn't work out so well. And, it'll probably happen again some other time. And
You made dynamite.
Yeah, but that's a lucky roll. Really, that was just a lucky roll.
Yeah, but you thought of making dynamite.
I'm an artificer. Why wouldn't I think of making dynamite?
Yeah, but that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
You did a very, very, very good character thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That existed in your brain.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, socially, I was a background character, but I did pull off some fun stuff, and I tried to be sneaky and just tried to lean into a little bit of just fun stuff, just trying to be a little chaotic, a little naughty. So I will popcorn it to Coda.
Hello. For someone else, it was literally just said, but I already had it planned. I was gonna give it to Arcus for the bringing Gum Gum and making the stuff. I thought that was a really good character development thing. It's nice and fun, and you chose the perfect person to bring with you. The Gum Gum, and he's all about blowing shit up. I actually thought that was really fun. And then for myself, I didn't do a whole lot, but I didn't do a whole lot because I didn't want to kill Dianthos. But at the same time, I really felt like Leonin would have killed Dianthos.
To be fair, I almost killed Dianthos on like 4 different occasions.
Yeah. But I was like, Man, I don't know what's gonna happen with Lysander if I just straight off this dude. So I don't know. It's not playing my character because Leonin would have probably killed him. So I don't know.
It was the War of Two Wolves. Garagak has two wolves inside of him. One is Leon and one is Garagak.
Yeah,
And this day, Garagak won.
yeah, that happened. I'll throw it to Lysander.
Zach went from almost going first to is now last. I was waiting for people to throw it to you, and they never did.
Can't let you go last anymore. That's been our thing for the long.
So I get to go second to last. It's either you or me. It's really how it happens. I'm gonna give my compliment today to Alex. Like, I know, make the face all you fucking want. That whole conversation was a nightmare for me. But that's like exactly what needed to happen. You immediately diving back into this world of you having a break to a certain degree too, of just like fun, silly challenges, everything like that, to coming back and being like, all right, what all does Dianthus know? What all does Dianthus now not know? And what manipulation and circle talking can I do again with these people to get all the information I need to get? And just immediately putting all of those stakes back in and being like, hey, no, there's this big thing. Here's these several big things, and I know I am at your whim entirely.
I
And
also
I
have to
still won't
say,
give you anything.
the fact that you turned the interrogation around like Black Widow interrogation was just.
I hated it. I hated every fucking second of it. It was just as stressful as the like Lysander's challenge in Cartoon Hell. That's copywritten, maybe. In Chaos. And just as stressful as the interaction back home in the 6-month break. And it's just and for me, like, I have to do so much thinking on Lysander now because I had a direction for him. I had a plan for him. And then his character development, or like his character progression, not his development, got backpedaled a little bit with Olan coming back. And it promptly got backpedaled again because that entire conversation, Lysander was thinking, maybe Dianthus is right. So I am kind of back at square one with Lysander, where I was when we first met Dandelion. And I have like a lot of reflection to do, and I am equal parts terrified but excited to like look at my character in that light and be like, all right, I guess we're still saving the world, but let's go through the motions. Maybe. And I'm anxious but excited. And that can only happen with a good DM, a good set of players, and a good story. So thank you all, and especially thank you, Alex. And now I'm gonna throw it to Zach, I guess.
I thought of. I would like to change my thing.
Okay.
I looked at my spell list and I found forbiddance. There we go. Because mine was kind of awkward before. So yeah, I did that.
Good for you. Reframing.
He's gonna cut out his original statement and then put that in that section and then just bounce it out.
My compliment goes to Argus for the little things. The trying to put the firecracker up behind me and light it, and just doing small little things to let us all know exactly how chaotic this little boy, this little man is, and his ideas that he just sporadically comes up with. No one ever, with like when you played a Nook or any of us would never just go behind someone to light a firecracker. Like, it's not something we would do. I'd give flowers to the Partos, specifically dandelions, to piss him off whenever he turned a corner, but like that's something that only Argus and this mindset that Hero gets into when he plays him could come up with, and I appreciate it. So thank you, Hero. Today, while they were going through their interrogation of Dianthos, really had me like sitting here thinking like, what are we gonna do? Like, what do we have to do? And then just knowing what had 15 minutes of going in there. Didn't really have a plan really at all, surprisingly. We're going in there just with the food, and then just seeing him sitting nonchalantly just kind of pissed me off a bit as a player. So attacked him a little bit. And I do have goals for Tumult in the long game that I'm slowly building towards. And I gave Alex a little confused moment today, so I was extremely happy about that. When I asked him about devil contracts, Alex got really scared for a second. Yeah, there's a few people I'm going to be looking to get in contact with, which is why I need all these sending scrolls. I'm not involving the party members in this.
I'm gonna get to run
Tumble back to be a fucking rogue agent again.
I'm gonna get to run the gambit of character voices again. Fucking love it every time.
I'm not gonna run off and do things on my own. It's just gonna be stuff that every time we go somewhere, I'm gonna have something to do. I have to build up for future tumult. That has to. My rule will happen.
Hey Alex, you remember that one shopkeep in that one town about 17 months ago? What did they sound like?
Assuredly not.
I mean, some of these will probably be new voices for Alex. One of them, I don't know if he did a voice for this person, but
at least he doesn't have to bring back Crystal.
Yeah, I won't talk to them.
Oh my
Crystal's
god,
easy.
Crystal's
Crystal's
great.
I might do it just to say Tapartos was looking for her one day. I don't know.
For all you know, Crystal is
Crystal's probably dead. The realm of chaos is floating through the void. It doesn't have a realm anymore.
She could have been displaced. We don't know.
She's just in actual Waterdeep.
Oh god, she meant normal version of Crystal.
Her name is Christine. She sells only the highest brand Schmithany products.
Dumb.
I thought it was LaRue Lime.
So with that, Happy New Year to everybody, because this is our first episode recording in the new year.
Yeah. Recording 2022.
We'll turn it over to the last person who will be completely short with his compliments, I'm sure. The DM himself. Let's go.
Yeah, it's me. I'll keep it brief.
Though to be fair, the last handful of times you did.
I think for the last one, I didn't do mine because
life happened. It's fine. Yeah. But I meant like the sessions before that, you had kept them pretty brief.
Yeah, but I've been trying to do better about that. I
like a blog.
Make sure
They're
you
fancy.
guys. Yeah.
It was kind of funny. I just got done editing the episode where we had Ian come in.
Oh, Ian's drunken compliments.
Yeah, and then Ian took over your spot because you had a headache. And he gave the episode was 25 minutes. At 10 minutes, we were all done.
Yeah.
The rest of it was
15
just 15
minutes was drunk Ian saying very kind words to all of us.
Yeah.
That was very sweet.
It was great.
I love that man. He will forever be one of my favorite people in this world. Oh man. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about today. Dash, you're
end of statement.
Yeah. No, Dash, there's very few people that I would be comfortable pushing. Yeah, pretty much. But I only do it because I know that you keep things separate in your head. And that's something that not a lot of people can do, that will take a story, keep it for the story, and that's what it is. And you do a very good job of that. Not just here, but in the home game you run as well. You and I end up in these conversations where things do get like heated or things are hard or things like that. And you do a very good job of keeping it as part of the story. And
is that why you and I always fight in D&D?
Maybe, I don't know.
You think I can handle it?
Yes, I just egg you on because I know. No, it's the compliment of it all is that I have played with a lot of people that do not have that capacity, and you have it, and it's there's never any like hostility based around it or anything like that comes like out of the game. And there's plenty of opportunity for you to like be upset with me. We live together. Like you could at any point just like come to my room and be like, hey, you're a piece of shit and here's why. And that never happens, which is, it takes a special kind of person to be able to keep those things separate. You do a very good job of it. Coda, I really hope you don't cut your first compliment when you do the edits for this, because I think it was accurate. Yes, that is very true, Devin. They did throw stuff at me
I did
once.
throw things at you.
The compliment negated, dash, I take it all, but no, I'm just kidding. No, Coda, I think that you ran into a thing today that is something that is going to come up, I think, a lot going forward, because we've all told you how great it is that you have this Leonin Garagak concept as like a coping mechanism for Garagak and like how to process through those things. And you were in this moment where there was the Leonin. There was the side that Leonin knew what he was going to do and what Leonin's plan was. But once you got into it, that wall was very hard to use in that situation, and Garagak was pushing forwards. So I don't think it was the fact that you were being awkward as you were doing those things. I think it was truly like a very, very beautifully done role play thing.
Yeah, I was struggling with a character choice
where your character choice had to come through, and you made that choice in the moment, because you could tell even at the very end of the conversation, you were left alone, you sat and processed of, it's just me and him now. I could do it. Nobody would know until they went back in. And watching you process those things of what would Garagak do, because well and truly it is Garagak, and making that choice, I think it was a very beautiful roleplay moment. I think that you're not giving yourself anywhere near enough credit for having made that choice and having processed through it the way you did. So please don't discredit yourself for that, because it was a very good thing, and it was a very well done and very good like performance aspect of it. So please hold yourself in higher regard than you were. Like, you did a good job.
Yeah, I felt like I was just being indecisive because I was literally in my head with Garagak on this side, Leonin on this side, going this, but this. And I'm like, shit.
Coda, if it makes you feel better, that is literally how I make a lot of choices as Lysander. There's a type of thing of like, I could do this or I could do that, or Dash wants to do this, but Lysander has to do that sort of thing. So it's like, that's advanced character study and character role play. Alex, what did you do?
I'll deal with that later. No. No, Cody, you did a very good job. And just like Dash said, that is a very important thing. Those are conversations that I'm doing in my head every second that you guys are interacting with a character, is constantly weighing those decisions of what is going on, who, like, how am I going to handle this situation? There's these options that are playing through and all that kind of stuff. So that is just you being a good role player and being comfortable with your character and processing where those things are coming through. So you should be applauding yourself in high regard for this. Devin, your interaction with the tree made me very happy. I really loved all of my favorite moments from Ileana are always the little ones. Are always those small times where Ileana just comes out of you and is just these brief little things of showing that, like, despite everything that's going on and everything that you all have been through, Ileana is just this sweet girl that just wants the world to be a better place and wants to see people be happy and grow. And those are all of just these beautiful character moments that you show constantly. And it is very well done. It's very good. Very, very, very good. It always, always brings me so much joy when it happens. Zach, you going in after everybody caught me off guard. And the way that conversation resolved caught me off guard. Tumult is not a show of force type of person. And in this moment, you came in, said what you needed to say. You were offered a position that I frankly thought you were going to take right away. and turned it down, and with just the statement of I'll get there myself. That was probably the most beautiful moment of roleplay I've seen from you in this game. It was fucking awesome, dude. I loved it so much. And it just put this whole new perspective on like, you know what? Tumult hit the breaking point and Tumult's ready to get shit done. And I love it. I absolutely fucking adore it. It is amazing. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. I have no idea where you're taking Tumult from here, but I will, as I always do with a lot of you, figure it out when you decide to tell me and we'll work it in somehow. It's very good. Hero. Rob, for those of you Mondays out there. I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
What?
You have fallen into the trap that many people have come to loophole their way through in these compliment wrap-ups of, I did a good job taking the backseat, doing these little things. And yes, this is a very, very Lysander and Garagak-centric episode, but you did so many things that were in your character and good role-playing, and you need to give yourself credit for those things. Every little moment, everything you said today, everything you did today, being there and attentive through all of those things, you did a phenomenal job today. The firecracker, talking to Gum Gum, being consistent with the things you're trying to do, making them clear and known. All of those are signs of a phenomenal role player, and you consistently achieve them even when you aren't the spotlight. Even when you're in the back seat of an episode, you shine through. You are a fan favorite player. All 10 of them adore you. And you are one of my favorite players I've ever had at a table. And it's because of the little things that you do when you're playing. And it is the little character moments that you have. You're sitting at a table full of people that are great at small character moments. And you consistently shine. So much like Coda, please give yourself more credit for those little moments. Hold those in a higher regard than what you do now, even if you hold them at a high place. They are good, beautiful roleplay moments that are a true credit to you as a role player and a performer. So keep your head up about it. You're doing great every time. Thank you. Normally, this is the hardest part of this for me. Today, I'm just really fucking good at this. That's that's the long and short of it. I'm sick as shit. I have been for several days at this point, but character voices were mostly consistent. I got to use big should have been a lawyer brain in talking to Lysander and Garagak. I got to do all sorts of little things. We pop right back into this story. I got to rope things back in. Dash and I talked about this before we recorded today and talking in the living room. I was like, man, I got to figure out how to spin everything back, how to like make sure you guys still understand things are a priority and that everything still matters and that there's still consequences and all those things. And it's little things of like giving you guys, like showing you guys the rune of this is a choice that you're going to make and there will be immediate consequences. Either you leave them and somebody hears your conversation or you don't, and there is much less information to get. It is like making sure that you guys understand the giants are still very much a thing that needs to be dealt with, even if it is not your personal top priority. It is little bits of those things to try to keep the story and like reinvigorate it and kick it back into overdrive after this long break we took, that I'm honestly just really happy with how I handled and how I did. And it first time in a long time I've been able to like just say like, you know what, I am good at this. And it's very fun. I have very much fun doing it. Next week will be lots of fun. All the weeks are very fun when we all get together. But I have rambled on for long enough. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching. Thank you for spouting about us on all of your various socials. Whisper, we all of us watch your TikToks every time they pop up about us because we get them into our like group chat for the game and we gush about them and gush about you. Bo, the comments and things are inspiring. Guys, all of you mean so much to us to sit there and watch the show. There's not a lot of you, and we know that. But hey, all of it matters. And you guys are all absolutely wonderful, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you find our story as enjoyable as you do. I hope to keep it progressing as we go forward. thank you so much for watching. We will see you next Wednesday for another episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.